G'day guys, Matt here from Not in the Manual. I just want to film this quick intro. I'm about to go overseas for about 10 days, 10-11 days, and I just want to do a phantom battery drain test on my car. So while I'm away, I'll just charge to 100%. We're going to just have all the modes off and just see how much the battery drains while the car is just sitting here in my garage. So we're going to unplug the car, leave it unplugged, and then I'll show you. We'll just run through some of the settings that I've got the car set at, and we'll have a look inside the car. Okay, just a few settings to look at here to make sure my battery isn't unnecessarily draining. So even though I've got Sentry mode on, I've got it excluding home, so you can see here that it isn't on. We want to go down here and turn off cabin overheat protection. Turn that off. It's in my garage here. The car's not going to get hot anyway, but I'll turn it off so that's not a factor. So yeah, I wanted to make sure that is off. Go through here and make sure there's no schedules here for departures. I had a scheduled departure that I used to have going in the mornings for work, so I've turned that off, so that's not going to be on. So really all the car is going to do is just basically wake up every now and again to check for software updates. Now I'll do a couple of updates while I'm away. I'll check in on the car. You know, the occasional check-in with the mobile app isn't going to drain it too far, so we'll just keep updated on how the car goes. So yeah, I think it'll be 10 days that I'll be away. The car is charged to 100%. The battery isn't warmed up at the moment. It's all good. The car should use very minimal energy. So I wanted to do this for a while, but I just haven't been on any big breaks. So yeah, I don't think there's anything else I needed to worry about there. So what we're also going to be able to do is we're going to be able to have a look in this energy app when we get back and see what has consumed the energy. So yeah, talk to you then. Okay, just doing a checkup after 1 week being away, checking up from the beach in Thailand. So I can check on my car here on my phone through the app, but I had to sign in through a VPN to make think I was in Australia. So if you try and log into the app or wake your car up when you're not in the home country, it seems that it won't let you wake the car up. So I had to go through a VPN and trick it into thinking I was in Australia. Plenty of VPNs out there. I just use the Bitdefender VPN, so you can see I've set my virtual location to Australia. Then allows me to log into the Tesla app. And you can see here after a week I've got 97% charge left. So I've lost 3% state of charge, but I did log into the car the other day and run the update that came through. So that was the 2022 44.2 update. So I ran that the other day, and I mean that may have, you know, having the car woken up for that long may have used up a bit of extra charge there. So you can see, yep, 97%. You can see you could go away for a month and you would be a couple of months and you'd be nowhere near the car going down to 0%. G'day guys, we're back home now. So it was 12 days all up, including the travel time. Took us a lot longer to get home than we'd originally planned. And needless to say, I won't be flying Jetstar again, at least internationally. I think a lot of these budget airlines are really struggling to recover after COVID, and their communication was horrible. And it was a really poor experience at the end of a nice holiday. So we had a great time. And, you know, my car was sleeping here nicely in my garage, consuming very, very little energy. It keeps flicking here between 97 and 98%. So really it says here since the last drive, 1.5% has been consumed, but really you saw it was on 100%. So roughly, you know, it's just over 2%. It's flicking between 97 and 98, so I'd say it's just on the edge of that. I haven't got Scan My Tesla plugged in at the moment. But yeah, so you can see very, very little energy was used. Most of it was used vehicle standby, so the car will turn on and off again. It will keep topping up the 12 volt battery, the lead acid battery. It will keep that topped up as needed. So the car will switch back on to do that. It'll switch back on to check updates. Now, most of this consumption, I think, was a couple of days into my holiday. I saw I had a software update. So I logged into my car through the Tesla app, and I had to use a VPN to pretend that I was in Australia, to trick the app into thinking that I was in Australia, and then it would wake the car up and I could check. And I installed the software update. Now the software update took an hour to install, so that would have consumed a fair bit of energy. It also took a long time to download the update, and I'd say that's where a lot of that consumption came from. We have screen time here. We have the vehicle standby, screen time, mobile app, you can see 0.1%. So that was the mobile app wake up cost. So you can see here this is the new energy app that breaks down the usage. So you can see there that if I hadn't have logged in and done that software update, we're probably looking at about 0.5% per week of phantom battery drain. Just sitting in standby, topping up that 12 volt battery, checking for updates, the screen coming on every now and again. So remember, I turned off Sentry mode and I turned off cabin overheat protection as well, just to make sure there was no unnecessary energy usage. So we know Sentry mode consumes a lot of power. If you're parked in a shopping centre car park with people walking past the car a lot, I would say that you would use maybe 20% per day. If it's just sitting at home here in your garage, it could be between 5 and 10% per day. So yeah, probably if you go away, you can always log in with the mobile app remotely anyway and turn off Sentry mode if you forget to. But a good idea, if you are going away and you're not going to have the car plugged in, turn off Sentry mode. If the car's plugged in and you want a bit of extra security, then yeah, leave Sentry mode on, but I didn't need to here in my garage. So that's what I wanted to do, was do this little video. So 12 days, you can see this consumption sort of gone up a little bit because I've been sitting in the car here getting set up to film as well. But yeah, just wanted to film this so you know, peace of mind, this car is even efficient when it is sleeping. So this car is constantly trying to conserve that energy from the main battery. So yeah guys, I hope you found this video useful. You can see there, just you don't need to worry about, just go away on holidays, do what I did there with the settings, and you'll be fine, nothing to worry about. So when I was away on holidays, I met a friend over there, just happened to be staying there at the same time, and they actually thought with an electric vehicle it was like your mobile phone, where you just leave your iPhone sitting around and you know, 20-30% goes during the day just with the phone being on standby. It's not the same with an electric vehicle. Plus they have a much bigger battery anyway, so they're going to take a lot longer to drain. But it's interesting. So hopefully someone who doesn't own a Tesla is watching this, and you know, you can bust that myth of electric cars having all this energy loss when they're not being used, because it's just not true. So you know, I think people saying, oh, my Tesla lost 20% overnight, yeah, they're very bad, they waste energy. Well, they probably either had keep climate on or Sentry mode on in a very busy area. That would be the only way you could consume that much energy with the car in standby mode. So yeah, anyway, hope you found this useful. Try and keep it brief, and yeah, thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you next one.